Okay, Janet, so it sounds like sleep's a real problem for you at the moment, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
cannot sleep.
Tell me a little bit about your sleep at the moment.
I just cannot sleep.
Okay.
Going to bed and I'm trying.
What time?
I'm worried about 2 because I'm trying to stay awake for as long as I can, so to be sure that when I go to bed I feel exhausted. But
So,
it doesn't work.
okay, so you're trying to stay awake, feel exhausted, you go to bed around 2. Is that the same every day or does it change?
Usually I will go at about 2 to 3
It's
o'clock.
around 2 to 3 o'clock. Okay. Then what happens?
Then I cannot sleep. I'll be in bed, I'll try to, I'll close my eyes, try to sleep.
And as you're lying there, what's kind of going on in your mind? What are you thinking about?
Everything.
Okay. So it's not like you're kind of lying there empty-headed, floating.
No. A lot of thoughts, but it's a
lot of
stupid
thoughts. What sort of stupid thoughts?
What to buy tomorrow for dinner, or have I switched off the oven, or have I checked the lunchbox for the kids for tomorrow?
Okay.
It could be anything.
So there's lots going on in your head. What about in your body? How are you feeling?
Not sleepy.
Not sleepy. So you've exhausted yourself, but you get to bed and you're not sleeping.
My body's I feel a lot of tension.
Tension. Okay, so you're lying there feeling tense and all these thoughts going round and round. So what sort of time might you get to sleep if you do?
I don't.
You don't get to sleep. So when was the last time you had even a little sleep?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
Months ago.
Months ago. So it feels like you really never sleep.
No.
Okay. Would you ever sleep during the day?
Sometimes I will.
Sometimes you will.
I have to. I feel exhausted, so I will just fall asleep on the sofa.
So you might find yourself asleep all night and maybe then just actually falling asleep on the sofa.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long has this been going on for now?
At least 6 months.
Okay, so quite a while. Did anything happen around 6 months?
Nothing good. Yeah, there were some changes at work. Yeah, it had happened around 7 months ago, but nothing serious.
Okay, so I think we're just going to come back to that, but can I just check out, so when you go to sleep, how many pillows are you sleeping with? One. And has anybody ever commented on, forgive the question, on your breathing pattern or maybe some snoring when you're asleep?
Yeah, my husband would say stuff, but everybody's snoring, so.
Everybody's snoring. But you yourself don't kind of wake yourself up snoring or?
But we're not sleeping.
Because you're not sleeping. And when you do sleep, are you sat up?
No.
No. And have you ever had anything like this before?
Like what? Like what?
Problems with the sleep?
To be honest with you, I was never a good sleeper.
Never a good sleeper. What does that mean?
I've never had these people that they will sleep for 8 hours.
Okay.
I was never one of these kind of people.
So you never slept really well. I mean, were you somebody who felt refreshed when they woke up?
No.
Not so that sleep has always been a bit of an issue for you. Yeah. Okay. And have you ever kind of sleepwalked or
not as far as
nightmares or anything like that? No. Okay.
Maybe in the past, but now in the last 6 months I don't have an hour
because you're not sleeping.
But in the past,
No,
yes, I had nightmares.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it sometimes feels like I'm not hearing you. I hear what you're saying about the sleep. I've just got to go through some of these other questions. Just remind me, do you smoke?
Yes.
How many do you smoke?
10 to 15 per day.
Okay. And when would your last cigarette of the day be?
I don't have a specific time.
Don't have a specific time. I mean, would you be smoking overnight, like if you can't sleep?
Of course. If I cannot sleep, I will leave the bed and just
so you go and have a cigarette.
Relax, and see if I can go back to bed and sleep.
Okay. Do you take any other drug at the moment?
No.
No stimulants or anything like that?
No.
Alcohol?
Yeah, I will drink some alcohol. Again, hoping to relax.
Okay. So how much are you drinking at the moment?
I'll have 2-3 glasses of wine. And and it may work for a bit, but by then I go to bed.
Okay, so it makes you feel a bit sleepy. Are you doing that every day?
Yes.
Every day. And what about tea and coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
Coffee is not good.
No good?
But no, I have tea, yes.
You have tea?
Yeah, I drink my tea.
How much tea?
20 cups.
20 cups. Okay. That's a lot of tea. It's not green tea, is it? Or like mint tea? Are we talking like the black caffeinated tea?
Caffeinated.
Okay.
What do you mean?
So, you know, because you said before I don't drink coffee, and sometimes people think about coffee having a lot of caffeine in, but tea has a lot of caffeine in as well. I don't know if you knew that.
No. So what? No, I didn't know about it.
So often people don't think about tea in that way, but it can be, it's a real pain for people feeling very active on it. But I'm hearing a few things, because as you're talking, has anybody ever spoken to you about sleep hygiene or kind of sleep rules before? No. And I don't know if you'd had any ideas about what might be helpful when you came to see me today.
I thought, to be honest with you, I was feeling maybe you can give me a sleeping tablet or something.
Yeah, and you're right, they do have sleeping tablets. My worry about a sleeping tablet for you is that you've been able to identify really well a couple of things that would really impact on sleep.
Like what?
The tea and the worry. And I can give you all the Zopicon, all the sleeping tablets in the world, but in the end, if those two things are causing the problem, it's just going to come back round again.
So what can I do? Okay, I can stop drinking tea, but tea is the only thing that I like, that I need my drink.
Okay, so there might be something about finding... Have you ever had the decaf tea?
No.
Have you tried it?
No.
Okay. So maybe we could think about, although you're right, because I couldn't do without my brew either. So there's something about, we'll try and find maybe an alternative. And what about this worry? Because it sounds like it's keeping you awake.
No.
I'm not sure. Because it sounds like you're saying you just kind of lie awake and worry.
Yes, I do, but what can I do about that?
Well, these sound like worries you have during the day. Is that right? How do you manage the worries during the day?
This is the thing, I'm doing stuff.
You're doing stuff. So it's almost like the worry is always there, but you're kind of always doing stuff.
Yeah. But in the bed I cannot do anything.
No. So at the moment you just kind of lie there and think about it?
Yeah. What else can you do?
Well, there are a few other things, because you're not the only person. We all have sleepless nights, don't we, where you kind of lie in there and you can't get sleep because there's something going on, but it feels like it's just getting out of control for you. So it sounds like if we could find something that might help you to manage your worries in a way that's not just distraction, but helps like calm your brain down a little bit at night time, does that sound like something that you would be interested in?
I can give it a try.
Okay. Well, the thing I'm thinking about is called mindfulness. I don't know if you've ever heard about that.
No.
It's a kind of relaxation where, you know, when that worry thought comes in, it's really, I don't know about you, but sometimes people go, oh, I've got to stop worrying, I've got to sleep, I've got to sleep, I've got to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you cannot.
And then, but then that's like a cycle, isn't it? Because now it's like saying, don't think about pink elephants. What's the first thing that comes into your head? Pink elephants. What mindfulness says is it's okay if you have a worry thought, you just kind of let it go. And they really talk through, and I know that sounds like an odd thing, but that it's okay and it's natural to have these thoughts, but they don't have to control you in the way that it feels like they control you now. Well, we have a course locally, and I think that I'd really like to enrol you in one of those courses. So it feels like perhaps you could look into changing the tea.
Yeah.
And I could
know.
No, absolutely. So we can look into changing the tea, and then maybe we can talk about the mindfulness, and maybe this. You know, you've also identified work as a stress.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can talk about that a bit more. But one thing at a time.
Okay, I will try that.
You try it? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.